Imagine this. You're maybe somewhere out of town, perhaps visiting family where the signal's spotty, and your internet just disappears.
Right.
No Wi-Fi, no mobile data, but you really need to check your bank balance, maybe before making a purchase, or just, confirm a transaction landed.
Yeah, happens all the time.
What do you actually do? Just wait and hope.
Mm.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into a pretty clever piece of tech built for exactly that situation, the Bank SMS app.
Mm.
We've gone through some really interesting source material looking at what these apps are. They're often developed by companies like Plus Technology, and they offer, well, a unique set of features.
They really do.
So our mission today is to unpack how these apps work, where they genuinely shine, especially now with all the internet-based stuff, and crucially, what we need to think about regarding security.
It's a fascinating area, isn't it? That intersection of accessibility and, well, banking tech. What's really compelling is how it targets a specific need, one that's often, frankly, overlooked. We'll get into the how, but also the why these apps are still so relevant.
Okay, let's get into it. So first thing people might think is, hang on, I've already got a banking app on my phone.
Right, most people do.
And yeah, you probably do. We're all used to these slick apps for payments, transfers, everything. But they need that internet connection, right?
Absolutely need Wi-Fi or data.
This Bank SMS app, though, it's fundamentally different, like operating on a whole other level.
That's the core distinction, exactly.
Yeah.
If you look at the operational backbone, that's the key.
Okay.
Unlike your standard mobile banking app, which is completely reliant on the internet, a true SMS-based app, well, it just needs a basic mobile signal, enough to send and receive a text.
Just a text message signal.
Just that.
Yeah.
Which immediately makes you think, who really needs this distinction?
Right.
It's vital for people in areas with patchy data or where broadband just isn't there.
Yeah.
Or maybe data's just too expensive.
So banking without the internet.
Pretty much.
Our sources point to examples like the Bankstimes Account Balance Check app from developers like Plus Technology that helps clarify we're talking about a type of app and the companies making them.
Yeah, it gives context.
How does it actually work? How does your phone talk to the bank without being online? It sounds almost like old tech magic.
It's actually quite elegant in its simplicity, almost like sending a digital telegram.
Okay.
The user isn't dealing with a complex graphical interface, all the buttons and menus we tap on usually.
Right, none of that visual stuff.
Instead, the core function is sending a specific predefined code, like a short keyword, via SMS, to a number the bank provides.
So you text something like BAL for balance.
Exactly, or min-ni for a mini statement. You send that text to a specific short code. It's basically a command.
And the bank system just reads the text.
Reads it, processes the request based on that code, and then sends the information, your balance, your last few transactions, right back to you.
Also via SMS.
Also via SMS. It's a direct text-based loop. No internet needed. Simple, robust.
That direct communication, that text loop, it enables some really useful features, doesn't it? Especially for someone who just needs quick info.
Absolutely.
Let's dig into those features. First up, the obvious one, rapid bank balance inquiry.
Yeah, this is the main draw and a huge benefit. Think about it if you don't have constant internet, or maybe don't even have a smartphone that can run the big data-hungry apps.
Right.
This gives you access. Basic financial information right there.
Yeah.
It provides instant clarity on where you stand.
Yeah.
Helps avoid overdrafts, manage spending. It's democratizing access, really.
It empowers people, gives them control even if they're offline.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Financial independence shouldn't depend on having the latest phone or a great data plan.
What I find really interesting, though, is how it uses something like SMS for instant notifications.
Yeah.
We usually associate push notifications with our internet apps, right? But getting a text alert feels almost more immediate, urgent.
It is, and it's a critical security feature, maybe one of the most important ones.
How so?
The app facilitates getting these instant alerts for transactions. A debit when you buy something, a credit when you get paid.
So you know right away.
Instantly, without delay. If, say, your card gets used fraudulently somewhere,
We get a text.
you get a text the moment it happens, or it should, depending on the bank's setup. This helps you spot and hopefully stop unauthorized activity really fast. It offers real peace of mind.
Yeah, you're not waiting to log in later and find a nasty surprise.
Precisely. That immediacy can make a huge difference in catching fraud early.
Now, our sources also mention a user-friendly interface, which honestly sounds a bit strange for an SMS app. I picture typing weird codes.
Yeah, I get that. But it's about clever design.
Okay.
The app itself acts like a smart layer on top of the SMS function.
Oh.
It bridges that gap, between basic texting and what people expect from an app.
So you don't actually type the codes.
Not usually, no.
Yeah.
The app gives you a simple interface, maybe with icons or clear buttons. You tap check balance or mini statement,
Ah, I see.
and then the app in the background composes and sends the correct SMS code to the bank for you.
Clever. So it feels like an app, but works via text.
Exactly. Makes it seamless, intuitive, even if you're not super tech savvy. It puts a modern face on a reliable, low-tech communication channel.
And thinking about who uses these, multilingual support seems like a really important touch. Makes it globally useful.
Absolutely vital.
Yeah.
Financial access shouldn't be limited by language, especially in diverse communities. Offering it in a user's native tongue is crucial for empowerment.
Definitely. And the sources also mention these apps contain ads, which, okay, is pretty standard for free apps.
It is. It's a common and usually quite transparent way to fund these things.
So the developer, like Plus Technology, can offer the service for free.
Right. Developing and maintaining these apps costs money. Server time, updates, support. So the ads help cover those costs without charging the user directly. It's an economic model that makes a lot of useful tools widely available, a trade-off for free access.
Okay, so we've got the convenience, the accessibility, how it works. But the big question, always with money stuff, is security.
Always. It's paramount.
What do the sources say about keeping your money safe with these SMS apps? Because that trade-off between access and security is, well, it's everything.
You've hit the nail on the head. While they're incredibly useful, SMS banking does have specific security points to understand. It helps you use it wisely.
Okay, like what?
Well, many banks already use SMS for one-time passwords, right? OTPs.
Yeah, I get those all the time.
That's a common and pretty effective form of two-factor authentication. It adds a crucial security layer. Even if someone knew your password, they'd need your phone for the OTP.
Right, that makes sense.
And then, for some specific SMS services, the bank might require you to set up a unique PIN-in. You'd use that PIN-on within the app, or maybe even in the SMS itself, to authorize certain actions.
Another layer.
Another layer of protection, yeah, to make sure it's really you initiating the transaction.
That sounds fairly robust, actually, with OTPs and PINs. But the sources also mention a potential for interception. That sounds slightly alarming.
It does sound a bit dramatic, but it's an important point about the technology itself. It speaks to that ongoing balance between convenience and cutting-edge security.
So SMS messages aren't perfectly secure.
Well, generally they're fine for everyday stuff.
Yeah.
But technically, yes, they can be intercepted. It requires specific, pretty sophisticated knowledge and tools. It's not easy.
But it's possible.
It is possible, and that inherent vulnerability, even if the risk is low for most people, is exactly why some banks are starting to shift towards app-based push notifications for alerts and verifications, especially for their main internet banking services.
Because push notifications are more secure.
Often, yes. They're usually designed with better encryption and authentication built in compared to standard SMS. It's seen as a more secure channel overall.
So it's a gradual shift.
A subtle but significant shift in the overall security strategy. Banks are aiming for the highest protection where possible. But, and this is key, SMS banking still fills that vital accessibility gap.
Right, because for millions, it's the only option.
Exactly. For those users, the benefit of getting an instant balance check or a fraud alert via SMS far outweighs the, theoretical risk of a highly sophisticated interception attempt.
It really makes you appreciate that balancing act, doesn't it? I want the info wherever I am, but I also want Fort Knox security.
It's a constant challenge for banks globally. And it shows that secure enough can mean different things in different contexts. The Bank SMS app provides a practical, accessible level of security where it's most needed.
So let's wrap this up for you, our listener. A bank SMS app, maybe from a developer like Plus Technology, it's basically a lightweight, super convenient tool, often ad-supported. It's perfect for those basic banking tasks.
Yes.
Quick balance checks, getting those vital security alerts instantly, especially when you just don't have internet.
Yeah, it fills a gap that internet-only apps just can't. It's a crucial bridge for financial inclusion.
A really elegant, practical solution for a specific but really widespread problem. It lets people stay connected to their finances, manage their money, even with limited infrastructure or expensive data.
Absolutely. And at the same time, thinking about it makes us consider how digital security keeps evolving, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It pushes us to constantly evaluate the best ways to protect ourselves financially across all these different technologies we use.
So what really stands out to you when you think about this? How something as simple as a text message, something we barely think about anymore, is still such a powerful tool for financial access and security.
It really is quite profound.
Think about how it bridges that digital divide
Yeah.
and what that tells us about the choices we make, those trade-offs between ultimate convenience and the absolute bleeding edge of security.
It's a fascinating balance, isn't it?
It truly is.
And maybe, just maybe, it reminds us that sometimes the simplest solutions can actually have the biggest impact.